Hi, everybody. Oh, heck, it's all a mess. Yesterday, I had one medical crisis after the other, with basically only me, Grandma, still on her feet. And when I finally sat down to get some work done, the internet was so bad that I got nowhere fast. I struggled until about 8:30 and then gave up. So you are likely going to get 2 or more videos from me today, but so be it. It is about getting information out and not necessarily when we are getting it out. Anyway, a brilliant subscriber with an even more brilliant memory reminded me of something. She reminded me of those 11 LLCs which Rick now registered for Harry and Meghan in Delaware. Well, 2 of those were called Orinoco Publishing LLC, which was allegedly for Meghan's hundreds of children's books, which she was going to write, starting with The Bench. One of the others was Orinoco Publishing LLC, which allegedly was for Harry's books, starting with Spare. Now, hang on a minute. It is said, I guess Harry and Meghan said, that Orinoco Publishing was not named after the Orinoco River, but after Diana's favorite song, Orinoco Flow by Irish singer Enya. We accepted the then unnecessary explanation and thought nothing of it until now. Firstly, the Orinoco, even in the Enya song, refers to the Orinoco River, okay, which is a South American river flowing through Venezuela and Colombia, and which is 2,140 kilometers long before it flows into the Atlantic Ocean. 65% of the Orinoco is in Venezuela and 35% in Colombia. Just as a side note, not important in the bigger scheme of things, but there was a lot said about Diana's taste in music in her lifetime, and her favorites were Lionel Richie, Elton John, Celine Dion, George Michael, Rod Stewart, and Michael Jackson. And as far as groups went, Duran Duran. In 2015, William told Lionel Richie that his song Hello was Diana's all-time favorite. In 2017, a case of cassette tapes which once belonged to Diana went on display, and music by Diana Ross was also in the collection. Anyway, the company registration application for Orinoco Publishing LLC was filed on the 29th of December 2021, and believe me or not, I can almost guarantee you that was when the idea of going to Colombia was born. The question is, why? Well, there's more to Colombia than just politics, fighting, kidnapping, and drugs. Colombia accounts for 70 to 90% of the world's emerald market. Commercial grade emeralds are plentiful, but fine and extra fine grade emeralds are extremely rare. Colombian emeralds over 50 carats can cost more than diamonds of the same size. But now just hang on, my friends. Colombia is still, regardless of its fertile soil and its emeralds, a very poor country. Its currency is weak, even weaker than the South African rand, and that says a lot. At the moment, 1 South African rand is equal to 226 Colombian pesos, but 1 US dollar is equal to 4,029 pesos. So here is a truth bomb for you. Disregarding quality, one can buy emeralds in Colombia for as little as $1 per carat. A nice polished stone can be bought for only $30 easily. And we know how money-hungry old Megan is. And why would she not grab at an opportunity like this, buy a bag full of stones and have them turned into jewelry for her American Riviera orchard? I mean, why else would Francia Marquez be prepared to spend $2 million on transport and security for the two grifters if there wasn't a business opportunity in it for her, or then maybe for the country? And talking about that 2 million, how did they get to Colombia? Does any of you know? Did they fly privately or did they fly commercial? I can't find anything on it anywhere. It would be fun to know that, them being such humanitarians and all. Anyway, guys, I had another idea. We'll talk about Harry's visa in a separate video, but it is now all over the media and social media that Harry is on an A1 visa. So I'm wondering whether that is why they are now packing in all these foreign visits, because in order to be on an A1 visa, he needs to act like a head of state or high-ranking diplomat. So is that maybe what this is all about? Remember, A1 visas applies to head of state, ministers, cabinet ministers, delegates from the EU and African Union, ambassadors and consuls. So he has his pick, but along with that comes certain actions, like taking these fake diplomatic visits to poor countries. Okay, guys, I mean, you decide what their real motives were. Maybe all of it, plus a good dose of publicity. To play you out, I did a fun clothing price check for Megan in Colombia. And in this particular video, I'm only going to do day one. We'll do the other days at the back end of my next videos. Okay, so day one. She wore a navy blue Veronica Beard suit. The top retails for $598 and the pants for $448. And along with that, she wore Manolo Blahnik pumps worth $725. Then she wore the Jenny Ortiz peephole dress, which retails for $2,150. And she wore brown Jimmy Choo shoes, selling for $875. For her third event of the day, she wore a Victoria Beckham blouse at $295 and a Laline pants selling for $295. She wore Aquazura sandals worth $795. So, my dears, on her first day, she wore clothing, and we're not adding the jewelry, okay? She wore clothing to the value of $6,181, or then 24,903,249 Colombian pesos. Well, my dears, that is nearly 5 times the highest monthly salary in Bogota and nearly 20 times the lowest average monthly wage in Bogota, Colombia. And then we shall rather not mention the 10.3% unemployment rate, which of course is a thumbsuck in Colombia because it is much higher in certain areas and a little lower in others. The Colombian definition of being employed also differs slightly from what we are used to. Anyway, guys, you get the message. These children Megsie so loved will likely never earn in a year what she wore in one day. And now I'm going to go take a break. Please let me know in the comments section what you think of the Orinoco connection between Harry and Meghan's LLC and Colombia. Will they go to Venezuela next? I heard a birdie tweet that their next visit may be to Rwanda. Nothing confirmed yet, but allegedly the name had been thrown around along with Ghana. But also allegedly there was a manual changing of the mind on Ghana for whatever reason. So now they are onto something like Meghan retracing her steps in Rwanda. And my dears, I hope that is true, because I'm going to have fun with that one. I had been itching to share something with you without getting sued. So maybe if it is all true, I will get my chance. Okay, so let me go before I get myself into trouble. Please take good care of yourselves until we meet again on the next one. Bye.